Hey everyone, it's Tamarah Bryan here back with a hot tamale spicy take. Yes, you heard me. I'm here. Let's go. So today we're talking about Bhad Bhabie and we're talking about this dude. I will put his picture up hopefully in the video. I believe his name is RaTheKenDoll. Yes, RaTheKenDoll on Twitter. So he and Bhad Bhabie blew up around the same time on social media, as in they were controversies around the same time on social media about 2 weeks ago. I really wanted to talk about them, and I was debating whether or not I wanted to kind of do commentary on this channel, but we're here now. We're here. It's all good. Better late than never, right? So I think I want to call this video "You Should Go and Love Yourself." I think that's the working title I have right now. Who to start with? Let's start with Bhad Bhabie. Alright, so Bhad Bhabie got on the radar approximately 4 or 5 years ago, back with her infamous Dr. Phil interview. And I saw it. I thought it was hilarious. I laughed along. And then I realized we unleashed a nightmare on the world. All of us enjoying that clip. I'm not gonna lie to you, I do like the remix of the catchphrase she had. You know, catch me outside, how about that? How about that? Catch me outside, how about that? I'm gonna stop because I don't want to get demonetized or have anything flagged on my channel. I already had my Don't Rush video get a community claim. Not a strike, but a claim, so I just want to make sure I'm good. But yeah, you know, I thought she was misguided, but I thought that she was very charming, very had a very bubbly personality, but very disrespectful to her mother. I was not a fan of the episode at all. It sounded like her hitting her mom, her carrying on, and just really not learning from her mistakes that she made. One thing I did notice though is that her mom and her clearly saw an opportunity and they took it. They realized that she was blowing up on the internet, that they could really monetize this, and they hopped right on it. And attention is the new currency. I have been working as a social media person since 2012, off and on, and I studied communications in high school, not in high school, in university, as my bachelor's and as my master's. And man, I'm telling you, this world, this digital world, I did my thesis and my master's degree on the public sphere and Twitter. And I'm not saying this just throw my credentials in your face, but I'm just saying this as I have a little bit of a background in this stuff. I kind of get it. Like, we have a forum where we can exchange thoughts, we can exchange ideas, we can exchange information. But at the same time, like, these days, if everybody's talking about the same topic, if everybody's talking about the same person, that person can leverage the attention they get and translate it into real dollars. And I've been noticing that with a lot of white women on the internet. Like, you look at Kylie Jenner, back when she put in lip fillers, everybody made fun of her lips, everybody was talking about her lips, and then she created Kylie Cosmetics off of people making jokes about her getting lip fillers. So somehow she managed to think, okay, people want lips like mine, I can't want to tell them to go to my surgeon, let me give them some makeup. And same with Bhad Bhabie, you know, she saw an opportunity, she knew that her bad behavior image was taking her somewhere, and we're better than the rap industry. I've heard a few of her songs. Back in the day, I heard No Hose, or whatever that Hose song was, and a few others from that time. But the No Hose one, the Catch Me Outside one, are the most memorable for me. Didn't find it. The rest just was like, whatever. I guess little girls will like it, but I wasn't a big fan. I've also noticed that she picks fights with people, and I'm like, she picked a fight with Sky Jackson earlier this year, as well as Iggy Azalea, and I'm like, I'm not sure if she's just trying to do this for clout or if she really has beef with these people. It sounded like she and Sky liked the same guy and they were fighting. Iggy, it just sounded like she was not here for a fellow white girl in the same space as she was. It just seemed like real haterade, because to be honest, Iggy walked so Bhad Bhabie could run. Yeah, so Danielle Bergoli, aka Bhad Bhabie. I keep looking at that name thinking, you missed an opportunity. You could have called yourself Bhad Bhabie, and that would have been so nice, but you went with Bhad Bhabie. Okay, alright. Whatever. So, yeah, so she's recently been in the news. She was doing a live video, and she decided to compare her experiences of being in the hood with Tarzan and the apes, as well as Mowgli and the Jungle Book. I'll let you see that clip.
The story of Tarzan, he grew up around the bears in the jungle. He didn't know no better. The monkeys, whatever it was, the monkeys or the bears. Well, I thought his friend was a bear. I thought it was a bear. No, that's the Jungle Book. That's the Jungle Book. I don't remember. All I know was he grew up. Listen. Tarzan was with the monkeys. He grew up with that. That's all he knows. When someone grows up in a certain area or a certain place where they're a part of their environment, they only know what's been around them. They only know what's been taught to them. I'm sorry I didn't grow up in suburbs with the white girls with the blonde hair and the blue eyes, because you know what? I put money on it. I put God on it, that if I did grow up like that, I would be straightening my curly hair, dyeing my curly hair blonde, and getting the spray tan and the blue eyes and all the makeup and all the nice this that.
All right, hopefully you've seen the clip. I will say this: I don't like when I don't get to see the full context of a clip. I don't like when people cut things at weird spots. It's like, this was clearly cut in a way for us to be outraged. It would have been nice for us to kind of seen the whole conversation, but this is all we have to go on. She did try to apologize. The apology didn't work at all. I'll let you see that as well.
Just apologize.
Apologize for what?
Apologize for if you feel like, if anybody felt offended.
No, 100%.
What you talking about?
100%. If anyone took my words and twisted them in their head and
just say no. Just get to the point. No,
stop.
If
anyone took offense to what I said, I apologize. My comment wasn't made even towards black people. I was talking about myself. Period. I wasn't comparing myself to.
You don't have to explain. That's it.
Okay, that's it. Yeah,
That's your problem. That's it.
If anyone took it the wrong way, I'm sorry. That's your fault. I didn't.
No, that's it. I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
That's not their fault. That's just say I'm sorry.
Their fault. No,
just say, bro. That's it.
Just
say I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but no,
that's
I'm not
it.
doing
That's
that.
it.
I'm sorry,
That's it.
I'm not
That's
doing
it.
That, Coy. I'm not doing
That's
that,
it.
Sorry. No,
bro, I showed you some earlier, bro. You gonna be a real nigga. Don't play. Real.
Coy.
Don't play. I'm not laughing.
But then
I don't.
But then that looks like I did it on purpose.
No, it don't look like. No, it don't. Stop thinking. No, you made a mistake, bro. You were in. Bro, people say so much anger. People wish death on people out of anger. It happens, and you need to understand that. But just be a woman about it, bro, and just let know that it's not gonna happen again. It's dead. That's it. Now she get me mad. You heard what he said.
It was just messy. It was just messy. Personally, I don't feel that Danielle deserves the rap career that she has right now. I know that people are gonna call me a hater. I mean, she can rap, I guess, but I don't think she writes her own music, if I remember correctly. And typically for rappers, it's important for them to be writing their own music. And yeah, I guess there's also Cardi B. She doesn't write her music, but that's true too. But at least I can appreciate the work ethic that got her from where she was to where she is, even if she's not a standard rapper. But for Danielle Bregoli, it was like one moment, one being in the right place at the right time got her famous. And I'm not going to shade her for that. I don't think that she was wrong for capitalizing on that moment, or even Kylie. But I do think that when you're putting off a toxic vibe into the atmosphere, fighting with everyone around you, it definitely leaves a bad taste in people's mouths. And sometimes I think some of the things that come out of her mouth, Danielle's, that I just think sometimes she just says stuff to just get us upset and get us riled, you know? It's outrage clicks. And the same with Kylie and Danielle in the case of blackfishing. Around the time where these videos surfaced, Danielle Bregoli was also caught blackfishing. That would be when girls online, white girls, color their skins darker to appear mixed or to appear black. And I guess it's their way to look edgy, look cool, to maybe appeal to the black male gaze. For whatever reason, I don't even stress about it anymore. In this day and age, people know that outrage is currency, attention is currency. And unfortunately for us, especially us on Twitter, we fall for this a lot, where we feel like we need to talk about every single thing that happens, every single thing that's going down. And like, I'm here to tell you, no, you do not. You don't need to talk about everything that happens. You don't need to talk about every circumstance, every happenstance. You can take the time to close your browser, go to something else, click on something else, turn it off. Because the reality of the matter is, we gave Danielle Bregoli a career because we thought she looked so ridiculous, and we kept paying attention to her, and people realized, oh, they're paying attention to her, we can use her. You know, if we had decided to just pay her dust, she wouldn't be where she is today. And it's sad, you know. I really believe that we need to just stop giving so much time, giving so much attention to people blackfishing. People are always going to copy the blueprint. You know, it's funny, everybody want to be black, but nobody want to be black, as Paul Mooney would always say. And it's true, you know, everybody wants the look, the aesthetic, but when it comes down to it, when things are really important, they ain't about that life. They're not here for it, you know. So I would say, as black women, just take it as a form of pride. Imitation is the greatest form of flattery, and just keep it moving. Just don't give her your time. Don't give her your attention. Yes, I'm giving her my time and my attention right now, but I'm creating a YouTube video. You guys are going to click, and hopefully you'll help me to monetize my channel. So eventually this will be beneficial. But if you're not taking this opportunity and using it, and if your attention is not helping to benefit you in a way like it is benefiting me, it's time to just switch off. It's time to just let it go, because these women are counting on our outrage to promote themselves. This is what they do. Even recently, the other day, Selena Gomez was also accused of blackfishing with her new album coming out. And these are the kind of things we have to pay attention to. Do these people have a new album coming out? Do they have a new product coming out? Are they starting to launch something new? Why? Why is the question. Why? Why are people all of a sudden deciding to act reckless? What's going on? We need to know. We need to know. Yeah, so just think about that when you're looking into videos like that online. I think it's important to think about. Love yourself enough not to get on the outrage train every time a white celebrity does something stupid. I guarantee you that if we gave people like Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, Bhad Bhabie, that Emily Ratajkowski, I don't know her name, you know, just people like that on the internet, if we give them just a fraction of the attention that they're used to, the world would be a better place. we would be in a better place in our mental health. They would be in a better place because they wouldn't feel the need to find ways to irritate us. They could just go about their business. I'm sure they would find attention some other way, but it wouldn't be at our expense, is what I mean, you know? As to RaTheKenDoll, I thought the title Baby and Ken, or Bobby and Ken, would be kind of cute. So he is a newbie on TikTok. Everybody thought he was looking fine until he decided to open his mouth and share his opinions on what he was interested in. So he went viral around April 14th, and another TikTok user decided to record one of his live videos where he was discussing his interest in Asian women and Black women. Let's take a look at that clip.
Asians, I really do not find Asians attractive, but you're still going to find some Asians attractive, right? You're always going to find attraction in all ethnicities. There are some absolutely beautiful Black women that I have seen, but I would never be with them. But that doesn't mean that I don't appreciate their beauty. I think they're absolutely stunning, but they're not what I'm attracted to. So no, I would never date someone brown.
This is what it looks like when you fetishize people and say that you don't like certain races, but then continue to enforce the type of person that you like, i.e. light skin, light eyes, thinner nose than you, and straight hair. Just say you like white bitch.
All right, you see the clip? Okay, good. So basically, long story short, the internet was outraged. Everyone was calling him everyone was talking about how he looks like Spirit. I'm sorry. The internet has no chill. I'm glad sometimes that I don't have a lot of followers on social media, that I have a lot of followers on social media platforms that I manage, but not for my personal stuff. Because sometimes y'all on social media, y'all evil. Everybody thought it was hot. Everybody thought it was the hottest thing since sliced bread. But the minute he opened his mouth and said he doesn't want an Asian woman, he didn't want a Black woman, everybody talking about how he looks like a horse and he looks like a centaur. Y'all evil. Okay. It's funny, but y'all evil. Don't mind my nails, okay? Quarantine time. I gotta find my nail polish back. You know what I mean? I'm like, y'all wrong. Y'all wrong for that. You know, y'all wrong for that. And I saw some of the memes. They were wild, y'all. Y'all, guys, stop. I love how I'm saying y'all like I'm American. I'm not Canadian, okay? I just hear too many people saying y'all and I like the way it sounds, so I'm just gonna appropriate that phrase. You were talking about a girl blackfishing. I'm text fishing. Southern fishing. But yeah, so kind of back on topic. So Ra tried to record a few videos and explain.
Greetings to everyone in the land of Twitter. So apparently I'm a subject of controversy, more specifically on my preference in who I want to date. Apparently someone had recorded my TikTok live last night and it's being shared around on Twitter at the moment. I just made a new account today to try and figure out what was going on. I was asked last night, would I ever date Black women? Now my response to that was, even though every ethnic culture has absolutely beautiful women, I can still appreciate other ethnicities for their beauty, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I want to date them. I prefer to date white women, and that's my preference. I'm sure there is everybody out there that have their own preferences in who they would choose to date. That is just my preference, but that was left out in what's circulating at the moment. So I hope that has remedied some misunderstanding, and if it hasn't, then I did my best. So I wish you all well, and I'm signing off.
I think I'd ever date anybody. I just don't find them attractive at all. I only find Black guys attractive.
Now, there is absolutely nothing that she said that was wrong, and it is perfectly fine to have preferences. But when a white female says she's not attracted to white men, she gets support. But if you're a man of colour that says he's only interested in dating white women over every ethnicity, even though you find beauty in all ethnicities, the internet classifies you as a racist. I have received abuse from millions. Hate memes, video content created on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube just to devalue me for something I had said respectfully and tastefully. And what I say to that is that I won't apologize for anything, because I didn't say anything wrong. So go ahead, throw your hate at me. You won't break me.
And to be honest, at this point, I saw a video of his posted to Twitter from the 22nd of April, and I guess he still wants to explain himself, and he still wants to share his side of the story, and I guess he's technically owed that, but at this point it seems a bit like overkill that he keeps on addressing this situation. I don't want to make him feel bad, but I really do feel that, you know, hang up the rug. People don't like you, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I still think he kind of cute. His voice is really deep. That was like super deep, like, you know. Sorry, but I can't imitate it, but it's just way down there. But yeah, I thought he was kind of cute, but then I realized shortly after I saw a post of his, people were starting to post, oh, he doesn't like black girls, and researching all this stuff. And what I gotta say is, you should go and love yourself. Just like how I said with Bhad Bhabie, you gotta start paying some of these people dust. D-U-S-T. Dust. Okay? We don't have to fight every single person on the internet because they're copying us, or fight every single person on the internet because they say they're not attracted to us. Black women, wake up. Hello. I'm talking to you. Yes, you. Listen up. Listen. Okay? Listen. Please. Por favor. Por favore. S'il vous plaît. Listen. Okay? Please. I'm tired of us constantly getting upset with people and getting outraged over things, and then all we do is support what other people want and support their agenda. Every time you get outraged over Bhad Bhabie, she gets more clicks, she gets more shares, more people find out about her, more people find out about her music. The more you get outraged about RaTheKenDoll, more people watch his TikTok videos, more people follow him, more people get interested in who he is and what he's about. Okay? If you don't like what somebody's doing, ignore them. Unless they're physically harming you or physically attacking you or coming for you verbally, then I think absolutely respond. But if somebody is just trying to poke the bear, and say or do things that irritate you, Twitter has an option, and a lot of these platforms are starting to copy and follow suit, but Twitter has an option where you can mute words. You can go into your settings, security settings, and mute words, mute accounts, block accounts, start using your block button, start using your mute button, start figuring out a way to really silence voices around you that you don't want to hear. You have every right to protect your ears, protect your eyes, your eye gates and your ear gates. I believe they are very important gates into your spirit, and you have every right to preserve your well-being by curating the content that comes to you. There's one thing I love about having a personalized internet experience is that I can make it as personal as I want. I don't see content I don't want to see anymore. I know there are some horrible people on YouTube, horrible people on Twitter, and I know there's different sites out there. There's Media Takeout, there's Lipstick Alley, all these other horrible websites. I never go on there. Why? Because they're garbage dumps. They're dumpster fires. I don't need to be there. And I don't need to say a thing on that site. Absolutely nothing on any of those sites. For the social media sites, I'm going to curate my content. I'm going to block what I don't want to see, mute what I don't want to see, and let anything else through. I don't mute these people because obviously I might want to write about them on beyondblackwhite.com where I write, or on my personal blog, tamarahbryan.ca. I also might want to make a video. So for me, it's more important for me to keep some of my eyes and ears open, but still, I definitely try to curate the content I put out there and I receive as much as possible, you know? And with RaTheKenDoll, this goes even deeper than just outrage clicks. To me, this speaks to a really deep issue with Black women in our community. I find sometimes that Black women, as we're riding down the road of life, we're either falling into one ditch or we're falling into the other. On the one ditch, we have the Black love people, and not trying to shade any of you who are interested in Black love. Do you? I support you 100%. But when you are on the road and you're in the Black love ditch, you're on social media screaming, shouting, carrying on about Black men are the only men for me. I only love Black men. Black men is all I want. Black men is all I care about. Black men are kings. We support our kings. This, that, the other. And just yelling and carrying on social media. And what are you doing? You're promoting the idea out there that all Black women are only interested in Black men, and that we will get aggressive over them, and that we will fight for them at all costs, and we are racing to the cause, sister soldier. And it is what it is. Do you? But I just personally don't think that Black women need to be a billboard ad for Black love all the time. You can just be yourself. You can be Julia. You can be Raquel. You can be Wendy. You can be, I don't know, pick a name. You can be whoever you are. You don't have to be sister soldier, down for the cause, Black love everywhere all the time. On the other hand, we have another ditch for the Swirler gang. They are my gang. I love them so much. But y'all aren't perfect either. You all are not perfect either. Okay? Sorry, I listen to a lot of Southern people, so I tend to pick up their mannerisms. You all are not perfect either, eh? You're not perfect. I find that in the Swirler ditch, you have Black women constantly running, constantly being super thirsty online, racing after every single man on the internet to try and figure out if he's into Black women. I remember I watched a video. They were getting a lot of Black women in their comment section asking them if they were interested in Black women. And I'm thinking to myself, we don't have to ask every Tom, Dong, and Harinder. That's my new Tom, Dick, and Harry rendition. We don't have to ask every Tom, Dick, Dong, and Harinder if they're interested in Black women. We don't have to get in their spaces and ask. I even remember this one time. I have to look up the video because I have to give you a snippet. Somebody was interviewing Richard Spencer. If you know of him, he's a white nationalist, which is basically a diet white supremacist. And they were interviewing him, and for whatever reason, this Black woman decided to get up into the interview and ask him if he liked Black women and if he was okay with Black women. And he was like, yeah, I have no problem with them. She's like, well, would you consider dating one of us? And he was looking at her like, huh?
To be honest, this is where we are. I've given conferences for ages, and we'll usually expect some protesters. They'll do silly string or something like that. We've entered this new world where the leftist protesters. No, I'm not a neo-Nazi.
You like Black people?
Well, why do
sure.
Why do so many neo-Nazis love you if you're not a neo-Nazi?
Neo-Nazis don't love me. They kind of hate me, actually.
The KKK, neo-Nazis.
Those people don't like me.
Are you
to be
like
honest.
the hipster?
Clearly shouldn't listen to anything he says, because he's always talking about the promotion of the white race. He's always talking about the preservation of the white race. Obviously he's not a person who would be interested in mixed race babies. Why are we doing this to ourselves? You know what I mean? You should go and love yourself. Like the song, you should go and love yourself. We should love ourselves more. And we should love ourselves more in the sense that we don't have to chase down men on the internet to find love. If you're really interested in being in a relationship and you're really interested in dipping your toes out there, I would say go meet people online if that's your thing. There's Bumble, there's Tinder, there's Christian Mingle, Interracial Dating Central. I'm sure there's a Black love equivalent. I'm sorry, I don't know it because I'm not looking for that. I'm not online dating, but I'm aware of what's out there. There's Plenty of Fish. I've heard that it could be like Plenty of Felons, so maybe not that one. Match.com, eHarmony. There's different sites out there that can cater to different needs. Maybe there's Black Love Meet. Is it Black Love Meet? Black People Meet? I don't remember. But there's sites like that all over the internet, right? You can Google dating website and type in your preference and they'll find something for you, you know? So there's different options out there. And then in person, go different places, you know? Some people like going to bars, it's not my scene, or clubs, not my scene. But, you know, you want to go to amusement parks, you want to go to just a regular park. Obviously not during the outbreak, but when things get better and things start to open up again, I really think it's a great option to explore. I would highly recommend it. If you have the opportunity to go out there, if you have a festival happening in your area, try it out. Or you can meet language partners. Meeting language partners on HelloTalk, there's always guys on there trying to get with girls. So it's not what the platform's for, but there's always people trying to do that stuff. So that's an option too. You know, just find your stride, find what you're looking for. But I don't think that we need to race after every single black man or every single non-black man in the world to try and find a good match. We are the prize. We are worth chasing, and I'm not interested in black men thinking they are the prize, in any men thinking they are the prize. Actually, speaking of this, before I go on the prize topic, I just want to say one more thing. I think it's the weirdest thing in the world that people are labeling Ra as a racist because he doesn't want to date black women, or he doesn't want to date Asian women, and he wants white women. So like I don't get that concept. Like, I know back in, was it 2016 or something, or 2015 or so, Riley Dennis was making a really big stink on social media by saying that if people don't want to date trans people, they are transphobic.
Would you date someone who's trans? Would you date someone who's black? Would you date someone who's fat? Would you date someone who's disabled? Now, honestly, I don't know what your answer is to those questions, but I've met a surprising number of people who would say no to all, or at least some of them. Their argument is that it's just a preference and that you can't control who you're attracted to. I think most of the time that this is brought up, it's in regards to race. I'll link to a couple really good videos in the description about racial dating preferences, but in this video, I want to talk about our other biases. Let's start with trans people. Would you date a trans person, honestly? Think about it for a second. Okay, got your answer? Well, if you said no, I'm sorry, but that's pretty discriminatory. Now, don't get me...
And to me, this line of thinking belongs in the crazy bin with Riley Dennis's thoughts. If someone doesn't want to date you, they have every right to not want to date you. And to me, I think it is a dangerous precedent that we're setting, that people cannot eliminate things from their gene pool if they don't want to. People don't have to be open to everything. People have a right to have preferences. For me personally, my top three men have always been Paul Walker, Godfrey Gao, Matt Bomer. Always been my top 3 men. 2 of them are dead, unfortunately, R.I.P. Please, Matt Bomer, stay alive. I also have Henry Cavill, who's also coming in, filling in too. Please, y'all, stay alive, please. But yeah, you know, those have always been my kind of dudes, my type. Am I ashamed of my type? No. That's what I like. That's what I want. But am I open to other opportunities? Absolutely. I'm not going to be so narrow that it's like, if you don't look like these guys specifically, I'm not going to pay you any attention, blah, blah, blah. No. I believe in being open, being flexible. But I do know that, in general, if I'm dating, if I'm getting married, I'm probably leaning more towards white or Asian. Is there a problem with that? I don't think so. Because I know what I want for my kids. If I want a certain aesthetic for my kids, I don't see a problem with that. If I like certain aspects of a certain culture and I want my kids to have a deep knowledge of said culture and I want to marry into that culture to ensure that, I don't see a problem with that. Then again, I'm not a social justice warrior on social media. So, I don't know. But to me, we're getting to be a very strange society. I'm noticing that right is wrong, wrong is right, and literally you have people on the internet telling people, if you don't accept me as a potential partner, or potential sex friend with benefits or whatever, you are a phobic, you are an ism or whatever, an ist. And I think that's a dangerous precedent to set, where people don't have the right to consent and people don't have the right to their own personal wishes, their own personal desires. Everybody has their own reasons for doing things. There were some people in Ra's comment section who were talking about how this has to do with colorism, or this potentially has to do with racism or colonialism. Very, very fair points. It's very fair to possibly suggest that his ideas maybe didn't come from him and came from beyond him. But at the same time, I think it's still his decision to make. He still has the right to say, this is what I want, this is what I don't want. And I think it's dangerous that people on social media think it's okay to shout down other people's preferences, or even off social media. I think people think it's okay to shout down people's preferences and shout down people's free will. Because at the end of the day, you don't have a right to tell someone they have to date a particular group or they don't have to date a particular group. People have to do it. For them. So now, back to that thought on being the prize. I don't know what it is with me in these 30-minute videos. I'm looking at this, I'm like, this is supposed to be 10 minutes. I'm so long-winded, y'all. I'm sorry. You liking my ASMR videos? Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I'm not done. Don't leave. I'm just pulling up social media thing. I saw a tweet today. I'm just on my phone here. I'm blocking it out so you can't see. Don't steal my credit card information. So there was a tweet I saw today being April 30th, moving into May 1st. Actually, as I'm recording, it is now May 1st. There was this guy going viral. Yes, here he is. So this tweet, so somebody took a screenshot of this guy in a gown. I assume this is on Instagram. Yeah, it looks like Instagram. It's hard, I don't want to turn it this way. Yeah, Instagram, right? Sorry, I wish I could turn it all the way, but it's gonna mess with the image. I'll try and put a picture in there. So this guy is basically posing in his gown. And let me read this to you. It says, "Now that I'm JD'd, bar number loading, I've entered a new arena of black men. In this area, I'm the prize now." And I'm the prize now is in big caps. "Don't take my word for it though, and before you kill me in the comments, let me drop some stats for your ASS right quick so you can see my point. Black women outnumber black men by 2 million. Black women don't want to deal with a black man who's gay / low down, has baby mama issues, or has a felony conviction / record / in jail, which collectively is a large percentage of our race, unfortunately, as statistically 37% of black men are in jail, while 1/3 of black men have some form of criminal record. Black women typically don't want to date down and prefer to have a black man that is on the same playing field as her or higher. Well, statistically, only 7% of black men are professionals." Sorry, it's went from an image with a caption, and now we have the whole long old caption here, so I'm gonna try and keep reading. Mother goose for you. Alright, Okay, so black women typically don't want to date down and prefer to have a black man that is on the same playing field as her or higher. While statistically, only 7% of black men are professionals. With this massive criteria that black women don't want in when dating a black man, they have essentially drastically limited the dating pool of viable black men that the majority of black women are currently after, which means everyone doesn't get picked, and statistically 70% of black women go unmarried. You see where I'm going here? Additionally, black women want their mate to be attractive, have some sort of edge, has some form of edge, style, to be exciting and not a lame, etc. Bracket. I know all that is subjective, but not everyone. Okay, I'm gonna paraphrase this slightly because I think his grammar's a little off. But everyone. Oh no, he was right. Excuse me. But everyone doesn't have these so-called X factors. Bracket. Which lowers the number of viable black men even lower. So with me now gaining access into this very small percentage of black men that are young, bracket, for the record, I'm under 30 with 2 degrees, bracket, close bracket, single and attractive, am heterosexual, not are, have no criminal record, no baby mama drama, and have some form of high-paying career potential that the majority of black women are competing against each other for. You tell me who's the real prize here. So this guy is currently getting drugged on Twitter for his comments, and rightfully so. I'll put his image of his post in the video or in the comment section. And to me, I honestly think to myself, like, why are we like this? Why are we like this? I took a look at Ra before. He was a Polynesian man. I think they said he was Maori in the comments, but I'm not sure. Definitely Polynesian. And then you have this black man. I didn't get his name. It just says CJ. As CJ_is_king is his username on Insta. Please don't harass him. Don't harass Ra. Don't harass Bhad Bhabie. Don't harass CJ. Okay, I'm just talking about these people. Okay, I'm just talking. Okay, please, por favor, s'il vous plaît. Don't. Please. Don't harass people I talk about on this channel. I'm just talking, running my mouth, please. But, you know, I was thinking to myself, I was like, can you imagine that this is one of the most amazing moments in your life, and the first thing that comes out of your mouth is, ha ha ha, black women are gonna have to fight for me now, ho ho ho. And it's like, this is one of the reasons why I do not like the ditch of black love, where black women are always sitting on social media shouting the praises of black men. Every little thing they do, they want to raise the roof and tell the whole world they're the most amazing thing since sliced bread because they washed their baby's bum, or they decided to pay the child support this month, or whatever, you know. And I'm not trying to be petty. I know that there are good black men out there. I have a good black father. I have a good black man in my life, as a good role model, and I know many black women do. And I know there are good black men out there. Trust me. I've just seen so much nonsense. I'm just over it. But I know there are good black men out there. But what I'm saying is when you continuously praise them and continuously let them know how much you're rooting for them and how much you desire them and how much you want them to be part of your life, you breed men like this loser. You breed men who think that it's cute to flaunt their credentials, flaunt their credentials, and flaunt their status in life as a potential mating option. Like, I would be so embarrassed if I thought, okay, when I walk down across to get my master's, oh, now everybody's gonna fight for me now. And now I'm the prize. I'm the desirable one. And it's like, that was just tacky. Okay, like, hey man, that was not cute. That was not cute at all. And unfortunately, we have turned the tables as women because we are running after these men. We are having so many babies with these men. 78% out of wedlock rate doesn't lie, you know. we are running after all these people and giving them immortality, basically, because they will live on through their children, and they're not really doing anything amazing to work for it. I remember there was this trend maybe 4 or 5 years ago where I would see Chinese men giving women roomfuls of flowers and jewelry and all this stuff. And I'm not trying to sit here and say Chinese men are better than any other men in the world, okay? Let's keep it real. We all know about the one-child policy. We all know about the pricing inflation that's going on in the country. We know about all of the horrible things our government is doing. And we know also of the way they're treating black people, not just during the CV crisis, the outbreak, but just in general. You know, they're not necessarily that welcoming of us. So I'm not trying to tout them as like the pinnacle of masculinity or anything, but I'm just saying that they, in those displays of affection, those select displays of affection, you can see that those men treated those women as the prize. They treated those women as women to be desired, to be chased after. Do I need a room full of flowers? No, but it's nice to have. I would say no if somebody offered, you know. And you know, I think it's a nice idea that people can treat people well and treat people like they're the desired prize. And so I'm asking, please, black women, whether you are a swirler or whether you are a black love woman, I don't care which one you are, please, let's start closing our mouths a bit more on social media about what we desire in a man. Okay, let's stop telling these men that they're so amazing for breathing and having a pulse. See this one here, the one I just pointed out to you, this guy, he's got it down to a science. He already knows. He checks off all of your boxes. So all he has to do is sit and wait and just sit there like a lump on a log, and y'all are gonna come running. And I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with a man saying, here I am, ladies. I'm everything y'all wanted. Y'all need to fight for me. Let the best girl win. I'm not here for it. Not here for it at all. I think it's tacky, and I don't like this role reversal that we're having in society right now. I personally, as a woman, would like to be chased. Again, if my advice doesn't apply to you, if my commentary doesn't apply, I don't even want to say advice because I don't really feel like I'm in a position right now to be giving anybody advice. If my commentary doesn't appeal to you, you can feel free to leave a comment below, let me know what you think, but you're also free to click off and go somewhere else. You know, I'm not trying to, I mean, obviously I'm making content for people to watch, but if it's really disturbing to you, please don't torture yourself, you know what I mean? And, you know, I think about these things, I really do, because I don't want us as black women to constantly be labeled the international beggars of society. We must beg black men to give us a chance. And then when we decide, okay, I'm done with that, I'm not doing that anymore, we must hop the fence and beg all the men on the internet to be with us. And no, we need to go and love ourselves. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be the video title, absolutely. You should go and love yourself. Please, go love yourself. Find worth and value inside of yourself. I know it is hard. And I know in my last video, or one of my last videos, I was talking about Giorgio Casper, the rapper, the battle rapper, who was completely tearing down a hypothetical, he claims, 6-year-old girl. I know it's tough when you have men like that in this world who are completely just tearing you down. And I know it's tough for black women in general in terms of dating. I know that we're the last ones picked on online dating. I know that in general we don't have the best PR going for us. We have all the men in our society, well, not all, but a lot of the men in our society tearing down our image worldwide, and a lot of ladies aren't helping, you know. And I know it sucks and I know it's hard, but please, let's stop the international begging. We don't need to beg black men to be into us. We don't need to beg white men, Asian men, Hispanic men, Latino men to be into us, okay? If a man is interested in you, I truly believe he'll make his intentions known. And if he doesn't, he's not the one. We gotta move on. Keep it moving, keep it pushing. Explore all of your options and pick the best man for the job. And may the best man win. And that's on what? Period. Alright, I've been going on way too long. I am gonna see you later. You have a blessed night and all the best. I hope you watch another video. I will be coming back. Ideally, I'd like to start posting every Monday. But we'll see where life takes me. Okay? Thanks so much for watching. Bye.